This is more about life during the time of the coronavirus epidemic, except it's about 4, 5, 6 months ago. Something I just saw on the internet. A young woman with lots of tattoos, that's fashionable, saying, "I'm in a community of people who have my back." She was talking about her home exercise machine. I wonder if outside of the virtual world she has anyone else, or feels the need for anyone else. In several ways, they keep pressing the vaccines for people who don't want to be vaccinated. This becomes an invasion of privacy and a matter of civil rights. In this touchy case, a right not to do something. They are accused of selfishness and of being a threat to the community. Vaccines, for the most part, aren't being rejected because people think they are dangerous or ineffective, although there is concern about long-term effects. They're mostly being rejected over a lack of trust. People do not trust anyone in or connected to the government. They believe government officials lie to get what they want. The more they push on the vaccines, the more people are convinced that they are lying. Pockets of deficiency. Pockets of deficiency. A man on 60 Minutes used that expression last night. He was talking about our first response to the coronavirus, and his point was that within the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, there were officials who were not only not helpful, but were obstructing effective response. They were in the way. He said there were pockets of deficiency in that organization. That is always true. The agency in charge of protecting a population from anything, be it health, economy, or terrorists, will ignore warning signs and allow the condition that they are supposed to prevent to spread. And they will not listen to people who try to alert them because they think that they are the only ones in the know. They are the officials, even if they have their heads up their butts. They are the pockets of deficiency. I keep hearing that the government is making it so easy and comfortable not to work, that employers are finding it nearly impossible to fill jobs. That's especially true for all the fast food outlets. I see now hiring and help wanted signs everywhere. But I also heard a man say truckers had left and they weren't being replaced, and as a result, prices are going up because shipping is now sporadic and unreliable. On the other hand, I heard that a giant national grocer is going to start sending out orders under 5 pounds using a fleet of drones. So maybe our spoiled, rotten, self-indulgent society will find a way to do nothing and prosper. That's the American dream. The field mouse continues to recommend that we wear masks when we are outside. A lot of people are getting very fed up with this, and many are starting to ignore him. Just as many go along. We wear masks when we go into stores. Saw a TV show last night, and a character, a firefighter, said, "They don't give you the captain's hat because you know what is the right thing to do. They give you the captain's hat because it is on you to decide what to do when you are not sure what the right thing is. And you have to live with the consequences. This is the same thing that was on 60 Minutes last night about the epidemic and how it was crucial to act before you knew what to do, while the pockets of deficiency sit around and wait. The field mouse unfortunately refuses to act until he has all the information and he knows everyone will be safe. And by then it will be far too late for many, especially financially. But he is the one in charge. The wrong person is wearing the captain's hat. Keep the body of the slave strong, but weak and subservient in the mind. Keep the body of the slave strong, but weak and subservient in the mind. This is Denzel again, in a movie we saw on TV last night. It's another thought on the condition of being a nigger. I would add fear to it. A good nigger is fearful. They work even harder on vaccines. The field mouse is targeting those who, he says, are hesitant to get it. The PM wants to assure those who live in more isolated rural areas he will see to it that the vaccines are available even out there. No one wants to say that there may be a sizable number of people who do not want to be vaccinated for whatever reason, and they are not going to do it. They are not hesitant or isolated. They simply do not want the vaccine, period. The more they push on this, and they are at it constantly, the more people who don't want it will refuse. It's becoming more like a battle. And though I have been vaccinated, I am on the side of the people who don't want to get the vaccine. This is for many reasons. I think they have the right to make that decision. Incidentally, the movie Denzel was in centered around a debate team, affirmative and negative, no single true answer, everything up for debate. I get that. Welcome to the year 1 CE. Unless you're on YouTube, then there's no debate.